before I hand these out, I want you to pick a partner. I want you to pick a partner that you want to compete really, really tough against. All right, someone that you want to beat, someone that you have a competitive spirit against. So as I hand this out, all right, I want you to think about it. All right, who do you want to go with? All right, you're going to need pens too. Pen you said? Yeah. Who didn't get one? Gordon, did you get one?
We need one each.
All right. After you're done getting your pen, I need you to come to me and grab a frisbee. You two are going with each other? All right, go to hole one. You're going to go to that red all the way over there. All right, you two? All right, you're going to go to hole two to start. All right, it's that red blue over there, and then you guys will go to hole three. All right, real quick. All right, before we get started.
Which one is 3?
All right, that red over there. Before we get started, all right, out of bounds. Anything where you see an object that is not a poly spot or a cone. All right, so again, if I throw, all right, so if I take a shot and I throw in here, it's out of bounds. I got to reshoot from where I was. All right, just an FYI. All right, you guys can start playing. All right, let's go. And then, yep, that is your tee box. Yep. Good to go? Good to go. All right, so where you first landed, Out of bounds. All right, so you have to reshoot from there after Ronaldo goes.
So the goal is to get to the
You want to get to the green. Yep, it's where it first landed. All right, we got to go through the line. That's good. Yep, that'd be out of bounds.
Okay, so the students pretty much were sent to the beginning of the hole.
All right, so now you guys are going to go to hole one. You guys are going to go to hole three. You guys are going to go to hole two.
As organized by those big cones in the corner. So the students have already some type of an assessment in place, or basically you're seeing here mini disc golf, hole 1, hole 2, hole 3. They use Splitsville Angular, as you can see.
Yeah, so if you throw one out of bounds, you mark it. All right, real quick. All right, forgot to mention, if you throw it out of bounds, there's an out of bounds tally marker. Just put a tally marker, and then you're going to add that to your score. So if I got it in 3 but threw it out of bounds twice, all right, I'm adding 2 to my score.
As you can see, it's a very sophisticated type of way of organizing the equipment. So whoever is in the, I did see that at least they were not like lost in. I don't know what these pins are representing on the floor. I don't necessarily know what this is. I don't know if this is more for like a simulation of some sort. You have to follow the cones per se. See, that will be out of bounds. You have to go back Yes. So it's a lot of work when it comes to make the courses.
So like. Right here is in bounds. Yep. What about like around that? That's out of bounds. Looks. Now, right there, out of bounds. All right, everyone freeze! All right, bring it over here. All right, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So a few things that I'm noticing, okay, but one that I saw a lot of people doing was they're trying to get the disc in as quick as they can. So there's a lot of uncontrolled, out of control throws. All right, a lot of people are either trying to whip it, all right, so it gets really, really far, and it gets really, really far, but what happens when it goes really, really far? You're less accurate. All right, so when you're less accurate, there's a lot of places that are out of bounds. There's a lot of spots. So again, even if I throw really, really hard, like I do really well here, all right, if I throw it past the cone, all right, that's still out. I shoot from here anyway. All right, so a couple things to think of. The more force, all right, the more force, the less accurate you're going to be. All right, so now let's see. All right,
In this
but
context.
I also saw a couple of you, all right, just doing it like that. If I just do it like that around there, I'm never going to get it in 3 strokes. You want to try and get it in 3 strokes. All right. So now you can be a little bit more accurate, but again, it's not going to be enough to get you to the hole in 3 strokes. All right. So a couple of things that you want to do. All right. You want to line up your shot. All right. It is called the quiet eye. All right. So I want to pick a place. All right, where I feel like I'm comfortable, all right, I'm looking. One thing that I didn't see anybody do was take practice shot, or practice. So in golf or basketball even, I see people throw, or like do a quick warm-up. So look, I'm keeping my eye, I want to go like right there by the free throw line, all right? I'm checking, I see if the disc is parallel, if I'm rotating through, if I'm going to snap my wrist, all right, I go. Not a great throw, I'll do it again. All right. All right, one more. All right, right here. All right, get a couple warm-ups. All right, back right there. All right. Now I'm in a good spot. All right, you see blank. I didn't throw it out of bounds, but I didn't throw it so short that it's never going to get anywhere. All right. So now I want you in your group of 2, all right, there's going to be 3 frisbees. I'll get that one over there, all right? So, you're going to have one person going, and then one person retrieving. All right, so if me and Ronaldo are partners, all right, I'll have 3 frisbees in front of me. All right, I'm just going to try, and I'm aiming for the first hula hoop. All right, so I'm going to take a couple of practice throws, all right, and try to get it in there, all right? As Ronaldo retrieves that one, all right, I'll have my second one. I want to go to that one, and then I want to try, and then I'll try for the deeper one. All right, so short, medium, and long. All right, so let's have you and your partner pick a line. All right, choose who's going to go first, choose who's going to retrieve. All right, after that's done, the next person's going to go. There should be 3 frisbees each. All right,
Okay.
so I need a group right here.
So this will be the condition. The condition is that since it's about force and accuracy, and the problem is not necessarily presented as a problem, but it was a problem, where is the too much force or too sacrificing the accuracy per se.
It's not going back one.
Yep. Every time you want to just throw the next one. Yep. not to go as fast as possible. Good job, Eric. Make sure that this gets released. Put a little too much force on. All right, a little too much there. Good job, Rinaldi. Oh, watch yourself. All right, let me know when we're back at the top. All right. Oh, almost one. Snap that wrist. All right, it's like we've been doing. All right, now it's the same type of progression, but now you're going to keep track of how many points you have. So you're going to throw first in the first one, the close one, then the medium range one, and then the far one. All right? So if you get it in that one, you get a point. If you get it in this one, you get 2 points. If you get it in that one, you get 5 points. All right? So now everybody's going to have one more practice, or not one more try. Now we're going to keep a tally of the points. All right? You and your partner are going to add the points and see how many you get at the end. Count this. Yep. Good job, Sarah. Jordan, make sure we're practicing. Make sure we get a couple practice patients in.
1 point.
All right, so then keep track of that, and then you got to see. All right, hey, that's why you want to. Jordan, look at me real quick. So I want to get a couple practices in. Keeping your eye on your target, not just winging. All right. There you go, Eric. Nice job. You're close.
So what do you count it if like the wrist
If it's the first thing that it touches, just like in the game.
Okay.
Close. Just over. Which was this one?
Try lefty.
Yeah, I wouldn't try lefty. I wouldn't try. If you were right, I would just go right.
No, I mean like I can do both. That's why sometimes I'm more accurate.
All right, let me know when we're back at the top. All right, now you're at 3 attempts. All right, so now we're going to compete. Now you and your partner are going to compete with the other groups. All right. So now you want to get as many points as possible between you guys each having 3 attempts. All right. So again, the points stand. But if I want to throw this one 3 times, all right, then go for it. See what happens. You want to just try the close one 3 times? That's up to you. All right. Think about what you could do to best help your team win this little game. All right.
Wait, what do each little count as again?
All right. Front is 1, middle's 2, back is 3. All right. On your marks, get set, go.
Oh, did that?
You guys have to judge that for yourselves. I'm not going to see them all. Try this one.
Oh, that's really nice.
We're at 3.
2. Oh, that's 2, 1, 2.
We'll count it. We'll count it, yeah. That
1,
hit.
3, 5.
1, 2, 5.
So 2. 2.
All right.
I think that.
I give you 2.
No, I think that first one might have hit first.
Good
That'd be
practice.
3.
Come on, Allison.
Take the safe one.
It's 3.
Oh, that's good. I think that was good.
If it touches the
If it
hoop,
touches,
if it's the
yeah.
first thing, then counts.
3.
Alright, one more.
five.
All right, back to your lines real quick. All right. How many points did you guys have? All right, we have 4. Anybody higher than 4?
Oh, I think we had 5 because that was 3.
You got the back one's 3. Yep.
We had 5.
All right. So you guys win. All right. So what did you guys do? What did they do? What did you guys do?
I aimed for the back one.
You went for the back one. You might have got one. What did you guys do?
I threw it a little harder, so it went towards
So what one was the one you were more needing?
the middle.
The middle one. All right. So again, you know, it's like I said before. You don't want to go so far that your accuracy is bad, or you're taking a really low risk shot, but you don't want to go so close that you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get it in 3 tries. So now, grab your sheets again. Go back to the hole where you started. All right. Now we're going to play game 2. I want to see practice shots. All right. I want to see eyes on target, and I don't want to see such powerful or such high or low power shots that they're either inaccurate or don't really get any distance at all.
4 more minutes.
They're just going to play the game and then.
Mhm.
All right, hurry up, we're on about 4 minutes. I still have the later right here.
Okay, so good effort. I think that is very good. When it comes to the placement of the frisbees, I think that this whole area here simulated like the driving range, pretty much for them to understand force to be applied pretty much, and then now that they understood the force, that they got more practice to it, now they go back to the course, making sure that that they understood. The part that was missing, that was not necessarily emphasized enough, was where do you place it strategically, so you make it so you get to touch the frisbee in that 3rd attempt, part 3. That's the part that needed to be a little bit more, I guess, emphatic, because it's part of the whole tactical aspect of the game. But I think it was a very good job in regards to how soft do you have to be with your throw, and how the force affects the accuracy of it. At the same time, you're seeing here that as they progress through the holes, they are making their recording. So that's also positive. Again, I have to ask a question about all these pennies on the way. Again, I think it was more for decoration, so that could have stayed away, just to make sure that the course is just very clear. I don't know if the pennies kind of make it a little bit difficult.
So Sarah, make sure
But in
you
regards to the
mark
target, you
out
can see that
bounds.
the course itself, is pretty much a lot of room. It's a par 3, each one of them, so it's good room for the frisbee to stay in bounds. So they continue. With, see, they continue with the course, with the progression within the hole. Stay in bounds, and from there it's a matter of just now, exactly as you're seeing Sarah.
Hole 3, you guys want
That's
everyone
a
to at
point
least
for
try
that.
that one hole. Every hole.
So just 2 observations. One is about the managerial aspect of it. The managerial aspect of it, and the other one is just, but again, just minor observations about them understanding. See, that was a way too long of a throw, so now he understands that he have to go back making part two now, or go for his second part. And that's exactly what the teacher was saying not to do.
All right, finish up your hold and bring it in.
This golf also is to be played outside, so outdoors, so the room would be much better. Grass will stop the frisbee better. So of course here's a lot of bouncing and sliding all the way out. So necessarily the accuracy here is highly affected by that. So I think it's a good adaptation. I think that this is a good idea of how to go with the tactical approach. But again, the highlight of exactly what's going to make them
Bring it in.
win the opponent based on the tactic is something that somehow
All right,
needed to be
what were
highlighted
the
more.
differences we maybe saw from game 1 to game 2 that we were starting to apply much better?
Basically, making sure that you practice shot.
Make sure you practice. You have a spot, right? What do we call that? The what? The quiet eye, all right? Quiet eye, we already have a spot that we want to hit. All right, what happens if I try to throw really, really hard?
It's gonna be way more
It's
inaccurate.
going to be way more inaccurate. What's going to happen? It's going to go out. It's going to go out of bounds, out of the field of play. What happens if I don't put enough force on it?
You're probably gonna have to do more, have more strokes.
You're gonna have more strokes, you're gonna have more throws that you're gonna have to that you're gonna have to make, then your score's gonna be much higher. All right, again, remember we were competing against each other, so who won out of the groups? I think you two, or Allison, all right, who won that one? Between you two. The tie? Okay, who won here?
Which one won? I won game 1, I won game 2.
Okay. All right, very nice job, guys. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you had fun, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the next time we play.